Quick video on how to post for Toronto Guardian, Calgary Guardian, and Montreal Guardian. So right now I have selected a add new post. I'm going to do the day in the life profile since that is one of the all-encompassing posts that will kind of show everything. So I have our email here with our original bio, our photo descriptions, and the 4 answers to the questions. So first I'm going to start off with the bio. So I'm going to grab this bio, copy it. Now when copying and pasting into this area, make sure you switch this visual to text. The reason you do that is when you paste in visual, you'll see in text, it'll give a bunch of weird code like this div. And this sometimes messes up spacing and formatting with all this random code. So to get rid of that, we go into the text HTML, we delete it, and then we paste it into here. Then we can go into the visual and look at it and fix it however we want, and it will be clean, as you can see here. So we'll do this as well with the answers to the 4 questions. Copy those, go over the text, give a couple spaces here, paste it in. Now go over to visual and we can clean all this up. So this part written by Mom Susie, we will delete all this, move this text to the top, and then put this at the very end. And we'll add a little dash in there. Now for these parts, we will delete the numbers. And we will space them out a bit better. And then we will bold the questions. Now for this, we could also space this out a little bit, maybe like that. Now also always add a double or triple return at the end to give some space at the end of the post so it's not cramped and crowded with the stuff that comes beneath it. We're also going to leave a space here, which is where the images will go. So the person's name is Maria Owen. So I'm going to grab that Maria Owen. I'm going to call this title A Day in the Life with Toronto, and then we'll check out what she's called, filmmaker and actress. So we'll put Toronto filmmaker and actress, and then her name, Maria Owen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this title, because we need this for the SEO. So copy that and drop down to the very bottom here. Now click on this blue text part, and it pops up all the SEO stuff. So I'm going to replace the title with that. The slug is going to be Toronto filmmaker actress. So I'm going to get rid of the and. You want to get rid of any and or if of, because it doesn't like that in the URL. So Toronto filmmaker actress Maria Owen. Now her name is going to be the keyword. So Maria Owen, and that goes up here, focus keyword. This is the word that Google is going to use to find this post. So if you'll search that on Google, you want them to find this article. So meta description now. I'm going to go back up to here. Maria grew up in Toronto. I'm going to change this to Maria Owen grew up in Toronto. And I'm going to take this first couple sentences and use that as our meta description. It's good if you can get it greenlit. This is a little bit too long, but it's not the end of the world. As long as you have the title, the keyword in it, it should be okay later on. Now, next thing you do is at the bottom here, post options, check this box, disable featured image for this post. This makes sure that the image that we use and shows up is always the right cropping. So now here on the right, we're going to pick the categories. So always pick 2 categories, one major category, main category, and one subcategory. Artist profiles is always chosen for this, along with whatever artist. So this could be film or performing arts or both. It's fine if you include multiple ones. Tags are ways that articles are connected to each other. So this could be film, it could be TV, it could be actor. If there are any TV shows or things that are part of, like The Second City, you can include that as well. Anything that will connect articles to each other. Okay, so that's all looking pretty good. Now we can start on the images. So the images, I have the folder here already ready. this person gave us the 8 images that we need, plus an image for the featured image separate, so we can do that separately. So we're going to we'll grab all the images first. We're going to open them all together in preview. We're going to select all 9 images. We're going to go to Tools, Adjust Size, 678 Width, OK. Now we're going to go and do that again, select them all again. Now when we got to export selected images. Make sure that they're all the same file, or you might have to select all the JPEGs first and all the PNGs second. So these are all JPEGs, so I'm going to select them all together and export them all together. Now I'm going to go into a desktop. I'm going to make a new folder, call it Finals, whatever, Options. Here we're going to change the file size with the quality. So it may say 56, but if you don't change this at all, it's going to actually go bigger to like 80, 90, 100. So I always drop it a little bit. Now think that horizontal images are less than vertical in size. So you might want to drop it a little bit more to make sure these bigger images are the right size. So I'm going to try this and see how it works. Choose it, it'll export those in that reduced quality size. I can close this, and I will check to see if they went through okay. So here's the final folder it made. Now if I click on these, I can see here the size, so 50K. 186, that's very close to the limit, so we gotta be careful. 165, 182, 153, 184, 163. Alright, these are all very good because it's very close to the limit without going over. So now we're going to drop these in. So we'll go here first and add media. I'm going to grab just the 8 that she has captioned. I'm going to drop those in here, and I'm going to go to my captions. I'm going to pick these up one by one. So there's the first one. Now I'll go grab the next one. And I'll make sure here when you're dropping in, you put the alt text, you put the title, and the caption, all 3. Okay, here's the last photo. Okay, now we can insert those. They're all captioned. Okay, so the next thing we're doing is a featured image. So since they sent me a featured image, I'll use this one. Otherwise, you can just take one of these and crop it to be the featured image. So this is the one we got. It's already 678 width, so we're going to extend this width that makes it easier to crop. And we're going to crop it big square so we have lots of room here to work with. The first number is always going to be 678. The second number is only want to change to 381 exactly. So this way when we let go now, it stays in that position. You can grab the middle and move around that fixed size. Find a nice crop that looks good. There's one, Tools, crop it, close the image. That's our featured image. So now we go here, set featured image. Grab that image. And now I'm going to call the folder, that file, this name. So set featured image, use the title, because that includes the keyword in it as well, and reminds us where it's from. So set featured image, there's that file. Now one other thing I do here is I grab her name, and I'm going to put her name throughout the article. I do that by putting the first, second, and 7th, 8th image. So here I'll edit the first image. I'll put here her name, space, dash, space. And then I'll copy that whole thing. The space is included. And I'll put it into the caption as well as the alternative text. Update. Do it for the second photo as well. Alternative text at the beginning, caption at the beginning, update as well. Now I'll go to the very last 2 photos. So this one, I'll do the same thing in the alt text and the caption, update. This one as well. Alternative text and the caption, update as well. Okay, now the last thing we're going to do is the links. So sometimes people will have links to their social media, etc., etc. So here we see what do we have. Sometimes it'll be social media, sometimes it'll be website links. On this one, you could link some of these things. So it's like telling us where to watch stuff. So here's No Budge. I don't know what No Budge is, but we're gonna link it. No Budge. Okay. Oh yeah, make sure when you're doing links, you're always clicking this open a new window because we don't want people to leave the website. Alright, so that's pretty good. I will save this. I'm still getting an SEO of orange, so what you can do is when you're not greenlit here, you can go to the very bottom here and take a look at what's going on. So here it'll tell you what's missing. So internal links, if you can link internally to our other articles, that's great. If not, it's usually the one that we skip. The keyword distribution is uneven, so it wants to be a bit more better distributed of the keyword. Meta description length. So this is probably the easiest one that can change. If you change this length, you could say you can just jump all this. Just say Maria started modeling at 2 days age. It's a louder, boom, now it's green, that's green, everything's good. This post is now done. And if you take a preview look, you'll be able to see that it all looks good. And that's how you post it.